Hi friends, this is Prashant. Today we'll start with lever. Now just a short video how to remember that lever. Now lever is a straight or a bent bar which is capable to turn about a given axis, right? Now there are three classes of lever. That is, just to remember that part, I will write flea, F-L-E, flea, right? So this is class 1, this is class 2 and this is class 3. So, how to remember this part? If fulcrum is in between that of load and effort, it is called as class 1 lever. If load is in between, it is called as class 2 lever, and if the effort is in between, it is called as class 3 lever, right? Now we'll go with first, that is class 1, right? This is class 1 lever. In class 1 lever, what we have, this is the lever. This is the fulcrum at middle, right? Here is the load and here is the effort. So I will call this is my load arm and this will be the effort arm, right? So over here, since my effort arm is equal to load arm, now we have mechanical advantage. It's defined as the ratio of effort arm upon load arm. Other was MA is equal to, it was load upon effort, but over here we are using this MA is equal to effort arm upon load arm, right? So since your effort arm is equal to load arm, therefore your MA is equal to 1. If MA equal to 1, then that kind of machine is called a change in direction. It is called as what? Change in direction. Now what are the examples for this? This is the first is single fixed pulley. Right, this is the one. You have a beam balance, and next will be your seesaw. These are three examples of class 1 lever where MA is equal to 1. Now, in class 1 lever only, you can have this kind of structure. Fulcrum is over here. Here is your load, and here is your effort. So here, this is your load arm. This is your effort arm. Now can I say here, since your effort arm is greater than your load arm, right? So I can write your MA is greater than 1. Then that kind of machine is called as force multiplier. That kind of machine is called as what? Force multiplier. Now what is the example of class 1 lever where MA is greater than 1? So it is shear. Now what is shear? It is a metal or a grass cutter. It is a metal or grass cutter where your effort arm, that is handle, is longer and your blades are shorter, right? That is load arm is shorter and handle, that is effort arm, is longer. That is called as shear. Now in class 1 only, you have this kind of structure. Here is your fulcrum, here is your effort and here is your load. So this is your effort arm and this is your load arm, right? So since your effort arm is less than your load arm, so your MA is less than 1. That kind of machine is called as speed multiplier. Now what is the example for this? Is a pair of scissors. This pair of scissors. So it is an example of speed multiplier where class 1 lever where MA is less than 1. Right? This is about the class 1. So in class 1 you can have three different types of machine. MA equal to 1, MA greater than 1 and MA less than 1. So they can ask a question, give three examples of class 1 lever where MA greater than 1, MA less than 1 and MA equal to 1. Right? This is about class 1. Now just go with the class 2 lever. Now what will be there in class 2? Check. Now here in class 2 lever we have, in class 2 lever we have, this is your class 2 lever, right? So here load is in between. So I will draw diagram. This is my fulcrum, this is my load and this is the effort, right? So load is in between. So this will be my load arm, this will be my effort arm. Now over here, since your effort arm is greater than load arm, your MA is greater than 1. therefore they are always force multiplier. This kind of machine they are called as always force multiplier. So what are the example for this? The first, it will be your wheelbarrow, right? Your nutcracker, right? Door. All these are examples. Or you have lemon squeezer, etc., etc. All these are examples of what? Class 2 lever where MA greater than 1. So they can ask a question why class 2 levers are always force multiplier. So here you can write, in class 2 lever your load is in between that of fulcrum and effort. So your effort arm is greater than load arm, and your MA is the ratio of effort arm upon load arm, therefore MA greater than 1, therefore it is always force multiplier. Now check the example of this wheelbarrow. So this is a wheelbarrow. In construction site we are using, this is the wheel where fulcrum is there. Here is that load where you can take a brick, and from here you are lifting this object, right? You are lifting this, that therefore this is effort. Now this is your load arm, right? This entire part is called as effort arm. So since your effort arm is greater than load arm, therefore your MA is greater than 1. Right? Now when we consider load of this wheelbarrow, load in a wheelbarrow, so you have to consider the load along with the weight of this wheelbarrow. You have to consider what? Weight of this wheelbarrow also. Right? Check the next part. It is class 3 lever. Now, what is class 3 levers? Now in class 3 lever, you have to refer this. That is what? What is remaining now? Effort is in between. What is given? It is effort. Now check. In this part, this is your class 3 lever, right? So this is my lever, this is the fulcrum, here is my effort, and here is my load. So this is my effort arm, right? And this will be my load arm. So since over here my load arm is greater than what? Effort arm, therefore your MA is less than 1. Therefore this class of lever they are always called as speed multiplier. Don't call this at third class lever. It is class 1, class 2 and class 3 lever, right? It is class 3 lever. Right? What are the example for this? The example for this will be a tong, different types of tong. So we'll take a fire tong, right? Knife, fire tong, ice tong. Right? All these are example of this part. So what is a tong? Here, this is our tong, right? This is the fulcrum. Here is your coal, or say, or you can say ice, whatever it is. This is the load, and from here you are applying effort. So this is your load arm, and this is your what? Effort arm. Now they can ask a question, why class 3 lever they are always speed multiplier. So over here we can write, in class 3 lever, effort is in between that of fulcrum and load. So your effort arm is shorter than load arm, and since your MA is equal to effort arm upon load arm, so MA will be less than 1, therefore it is always speed multiplier. Now that's it for this video. Thank you.